A group of Republican governors gathering in the Texas border community of Mission earlier today to demand President Biden address the border crisis.
Charles Herbster is running to replace Governor Pete Ricketts of Nebraska. He attended that gathering and he joins us now. So what did you observe? What did you learn from all this, sir?
Well, first of all, let me just say, Bob and Heather, it's great to be on Newsmax. I love what both of you do, and of course I love Chris Ruddy, who had the vision for this incredible channel. I'm actually on a separate tour. I'm not with the governors. The governors are here. My tour started this morning at 8 o'clock. We've been here till about 1 this afternoon, and we've driven 60 miles of the border here in the McAllen, Texas area.
In a memo from Attorney General Merrick Garland, that's actually a separate story, but I just wanted to ask you in terms of the violence that we're seeing there at the border and how it is pushing into other states, specifically Nebraska. How is it impacting your state?
Well, let me just say a couple things, if I may. Since President Biden took over in January, in March, you had the highest number of illegals coming across the border that we've had. April was a larger number than March, May was a larger number than April, and June was larger than May, and in July, you had 210,000 people coming across this border. It doesn't just affect Nebraska, it affects every single state. We spent all morning with one of our Border Patrol agents. He's been here for over 20 years. He said as these people come across, they're already talking about various states they're going to go to, whether it's Detroit, whether it's Florida, whether it's Georgia, whether it's Tennessee. As far as Nebraska's concerned, let me give you just a few numbers, and they're probably real low. We have over 60,000 illegal immigrants already in the state of Nebraska, about 15,000 to 20,000 children in the state of Nebraska, and it's going to affect every state. And as the next governor of Nebraska, the reason I'm here for 3 days is to get a full understanding what truly is happening, because with the exception of Newsmax, most of the news media today tells you what you want to hear, not what's really happening. And let me just put in a word for our agents that are working down here in the border. They're taking less and less people away from them. They're removing the National Guard. And so you've got a situation where these individuals that are trying to protect America, trying to protect our border, can't possibly do it because they don't have enough numbers. And then they move half of them over to do the paper processing, which takes 45 minutes to an hour and a half per person. And so you remove more people to protect the border. This is chaotic. There's no question about it. I think it's the worst thing that the administration could do to the greatest country on the face of the earth. And we have to finish building the wall. President Trump had it right. I knew that the day he walked down the escalator. I was there when he announced he was going to run for president. I've never wavered. He had it correct. He had most of this solved and almost 500 miles of wall. We need to finish the wall.
Charles?
We need to have mandatory deportation, mandatory removal. You can't continue to bring in millions and millions of people into a country illegally. And when you get down here and find out, truly, for every one person they catch, there's somebody else that sneaks into the country that we don't even count. So I can share with you that I'm concerned about Nebraska in terms of dollars to our taxpayers in our state. Illegal immigrants in the state of Nebraska.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.